Osteoporosis is one of the most common debilitating diseases of older people. It can result in serious fractures that require long rehabilitation. Around 10 million Americans have osteoporosis, and unfortunately, many don't even know that they are affected. The majority of people with osteoporosis are women, but quite a few men are also affected, and they're even less likely to be diagnosed.
My osteoporosis journey has been a long one. I was making the bed when I suffered my first vertebral fracture. And that first fracture led to 4 or 5 more fractures. They became painful over time because my spine is weaker and I feel it every single day.
There were effective treatments for osteoporosis, but the clinical trials were so expensive and took such a long time that new medicines were not possible to bring to market, and patients would have to sustain a fracture for the study to be completed.
The FDA has qualified bone density as a surrogate endpoint for assessing the value of new medicines for osteoporosis.
This qualification allows us to measure a change in bone mineral density through a simple and easily accessible DEXA scan and be able to predict whether a drug is working or not.
DEXA is the easiest test I've ever had done. It's completely painless and it takes about 15 minutes.
The ability to use bone mineral density as a primary endpoint in future trials of osteoporosis therapies is going to really drive forward the field such that new clinical trials will be able to be smaller, a little quicker, and therefore much more affordable for companies to bring new therapies forward.
The consequence of all this will be that hopefully a number of new treatment options that both clinicians and patients can take advantage of, and having those options should facilitate more people being treated and lower the overall cost to society.
See, FNIH Biomarkers Consortium was crucial in the formation of this partnership. Not only did we bring together NIH institutes into the SABRE study, we also partnered with American Society for Bone and Mineral Research, as well as several biopharmaceutical companies and the FDA, with the intent to combine data sets across multiple clinical trials for osteoporosis.
To develop osteoporosis drugs and do the studies in a shorter amount of time and to give us more options in treatment, that's fantastic.
If the trials are 10 times cheaper, need 10 times fewer people, and have 10 times fewer risks, you suddenly open up the field for all kinds of innovations and for all kinds of things to come forward and be tested. This is a paradigm shift in the way studies will be performed in the future.